It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys. Man, today we're gonna be back with the TOP best teams, guys. This is for season 50. Wow, season 50 is insane. Insane that we're on season 50 of TOP. Let me actually check the news just in case they, change something up for the news for this TOP season. Just make sure. Hold on. Did I pass it? Yeah. Let me just check. I think this is the same stuff. Yeah, 6 players, 2 bench. Okay, so it's the same thing. Same thing. Okay. So back with the video. This is the intro, and I'm gonna just show you guys where we ranked from last season. So I think we finished outside the top 3K. So not really tripping at all because at the at the end of it, we got our 1,000 CCs. So that's what matters most. So we got our 1,000 CCs with regen. I'm gonna be back TOP season 50 best teams guide. Then we're gonna do part 1, then the part 2, rinse and repeat. You guys already know the deal. Now, before I get into the teams, I actually think it's mandatory. It's mandatory for you guys to get your units to friendship rank 10. I think it just really helps because there's times where you gotta be commenting saying EX Lord Slug died or Yellow EX Piccolo died, and I'm like, how? Because I'm just looking at my units and like the health that they're in, and they're in really top tier shape. And I really feel like most of it's because some of you guys don't have your friendship rank. I'll be commenting asking you guys, do you guys have my friendship rank 10? And you guys are like, no. So I think it's mandatory. It's mandatory, especially for EX units, to get them to friendship rank 10. I feel like every one of your units should be friendship rank 10, just so you guys can have the better chance of survivability. So go to Let's Fight. There's a new event as well. Let me get out of co-op. There's a new event as well that helps you out with friendship rank 2, which is Path to Friendship. So play that mode. Go to the Z metal shop so you can get the equipment. So I'm gonna show you guys here. This is gonna be a long intro, but I really want to advertise this for you guys so you guys can get you guys high ranks and get the 1,000 CC secure. Go over here if you have Z metals and get you guys these too. If you guys are finished the Let's Fights and that little Path to Friendship little event, then go to this story right here. Go to the story right here. Let's actually select the part. Go to part 6. Let's go to book 1, chapter 8, and just play this repeatedly, bro, and get them to friendship rate 10 because it matters. It helps out a ton. It really does. Really does. I really advocate for it. After that, you guys can go to the rare metal exchange shop to get TOP equipment as well. Put those on so you guys can get more health, more base stats for your strike, whatever, in health. Do that as well so you guys can be good. So those are the things I want to talk about before we hop into the best teams. Friendship rank 10. Get your units to friendship rank 10. It's a must. 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 Especially for those old EX units, they need every single stats that they can, because a friendship rank 1 EX unit to a friendship rank 10 is night and day. And it's the reason why like mine survives and yours probably don't survive because you probably have them at friendship rank 1. Get them to friendship rank 10. Get all your units to friendship rank 10. Let's hop into the best teams. Alright, so for the first team we're actually going to be talking about is regen. You guys know regen is always going to be a top tier team just because their survivability, the amount of health that they have in terms of healing other people. Right, so let's actually go here. Let's actually reset. Take a look here. Let's actually switch. So Fat Boo, Zenkai Fat Boo, Zenkai Super Baby 2 are must-have units. Those are essential units for regen. You can't, there's no replacement for Fat Boo and Super Baby 2. Those are the 2 units you need to have. If you don't have those 2 units, don't rock regen because they're, or even GT for Super Baby 2 because he's a main core for regen and GT. So Fat Boo and Super Baby 2 are non-negotiables basically for regen. And then let's actually build a regen team up right now. Let's actually check the Z tier units. Let's go to tags. Let's go to regen here, and then let's check. So taking a look now, I'm actually interested in might actually rocking this cell instead of Lord Slug because he just got his Zenkai. Now the only thing that hurts about this cell is that his Z ability is androids, right? But taking a look at him at the end of third turn, he does heals his allies by 3%. So he does heal himself by 3. He does have high stats now, so I might actually rock him as my Z tier unit instead of Lord Slug. So you guys might actually see that. I'm actually going to give him a go instead of Lord Slug and see how that plays out. But the team that I'm actually going to try him out is going to be this here. I'm going to have Omega Shenron because he's Z tier. You know, I always rock Omega Shenron. And we can rock purple nails. So we can have 3 Z tier units now. So you guys can get the Zenkai EX cell for free. His Zenkai is out right now, so you guys can go grind his event, give him the Zenkai 7. I'm gonna try him out. Like I said, watch my videos first to see how he performs. If he doesn't perform, then you guys can switch him out and everything like that. So let's go to the S tier units. After that, we're gonna put green here, and then honestly, I think I might just rock this setup here. I think this might be the setup for me. So if you guys don't have Omega, I do recommend having Evil Boo as his backup. And if you don't have Evil Boo Zenkai, then go with Blue Kamikalo, and then go with Blue Lord Slug. And if you don't have Blue Lord Slug, go with Blue Boo Tanks. In terms of Red Buhan, if you guys don't have anyone from Red Buhan, Red Piccolo is really good. Red Omega Shenron, you got Red Janemba. And then if you just want to play it safe, you guys can go and get Red 21 here. Now, in terms of purple nail, if you guys are not confident rocking purple nail, you guys can go here and get Android 21. She is on the C tier boost, so she's, you know, it's really iffy. Then after that, I recommend purple Janemba because he is in the B tier boost. Then the A tier boost, you have purple DKP here, or you guys can just switch him out and put somebody else here. So me personally, I'm probably debating on should I put EX now. I feel like I have too many EX units around this team, so I might take him out, probably put purple DKP, right? Who knows? I'm still kind of debating, but this is probably going to be like the Regen 10 that I rock. Because I have a lot of Z tier units. I have 3 Z tier units, so I could just take out purple now and probably just play it safe and rock purple DKP. And then we should be perfectly fine with that and all that. So yeah, I'm going to rock yellow Piccolo. I probably might even just take him out. I probably might just take him out and put yellow Piccolo here because I always rock yellow Piccolo. So we have the double health. We're going to switch them out too and just have some setup like this, for example. So yeah, this might be the Regen setup I rock for sure. There's definitely a replacement for every single unit in here. So if you guys are curious, let me know. If you guys don't want to rock yellow EX Cell or Lord Slug, you guys can always go with Zenkai DKP. You guys can even go with Zenkai Piccolo here, right here too, or even this Legends Rose Piccolo. So those are some good alternatives for the yellow side. Green, if you guys don't have Baby Vegeta, you guys can go with this guy. Yeah, first form cell, he's pretty solid. Blue, I already gave you guys the blues. Reds, already gave you guys reds. Purples, already gave you guys purple. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this regen. This might be the team I rock. I might switch out purple nail and probably put in what's the name, but we'll see. So let's hop into the next team. Okay, so for the next team, we are going to be doing GT. We're actually going to be rocking the GT setup. So let's actually take out regen. Let's actually go to the GT setup here. And let's take a look, man. So taking all these units out, right? We can actually keep Omega in here. We can actually keep Green Baby Vegeta too, because he's actually part of GT. So let's go to GT. Let's check out those Z tier units. So GT has actually a lot of good, I don't want to say a lot, but they have some good Z tier units. Especially if you have Red Majub and Red Omega. There could be your 2 Z tier units right there, and then you can be perfectly fine. I'm gonna show you guys a setup. You guys do have both Omega and Oob, and I'm gonna show you guys one that doesn't have them. So let's go here. Let's actually build up the one with Oob and what's the name, so you can take a look here. After that, me personally, I probably might go and get this. Hold on, let me actually go here. I might actually go and get this purple Goku just to be safe. I really like this purple Goku. He heals himself. He has high strike damage. I think he's really fun. I mean, as a unit. So then after that, let's go and put Oob here. I like Oob as well as a unit. I feel like he heals and gives more support for the team. He heals his allies. Let me check, make sure. Yeah, he restores his own health by 5. I think he gives support buffs to his allies in range too. That's amazing. So you guys can probably have him here, switch him up so he can support his units up top. Omega. And then for your bench, let me check. S tier units. Let's go to Z tier units. So we have greens, we have blues, we have reds. We don't have a green. Oh, yes we do. We have all colors. So take a look at this. You could probably go with, you can go with yellow Shin here. And in here, let me check the A tier list. Blue, red. I don't want to add too many blue units. So you guys might do, I probably might add like this Vegeta, for example. I feel like he's pretty solid. And in the S tier, you add in this red Goku in here. I feel like that's pretty solid. So I'll probably rock some setup like this for like GT. If you don't have Oob and what's the name, then this setup here will be perfectly fine too. I think this Shin is actually nice. So he provides 20% damage to his allies. So just make sure he's paired up with Super Baby 2. at all times, and then you can probably put in this red Goku here, and let's actually go to this S tier units. Anybody else that I'm actually confident? I'm not really confident in any of these S tier units. Let's go to A tier units. You have 2 yellows, you have blues, you have purple, you have red. You can go with any of the dragons. I feel like you can go with any of the dragons here, so maybe just go here. Probably something like this. Maybe go to the B tier units and put in this green Super 17. So one of these replacements like this. And that's probably your GT setup. So I gave you kind of 2 scenarios if you do have the Omega and Oob. And you guys don't have Omega and Oob 2 setups. So that's pretty much it with GT. Let's hop into the next team. Okay, so for the next team, we're actually going to be doing Frieza Force, bro. Frieza Force just has a lot of units in Z tier, and you can really just build. You can easily get in the top ranks just the amount of Z tier units and variety of Z tier units that Frieza Force has. So let's go to Z tier. Let's take a look at their units. So you can rock, of course, the Frieza Force members. So I meant the Ginyu Force members. But I feel like the best Z tier units here. Let me actually take a look at this blue Frieza's kit. Blast damage. He does give nullifies. Okay. So I'll probably just rock this Goku, this Goku Ginyu, and then this purple Ginyu. I feel like those 2 units are really solid. And then you can kind of go to the S tier units. Just the amount of units that they have is just insane. It's really insane. So maybe someone like Robbery. I believe Robbery actually heals himself each turn, so you can put Robbery in there. I might actually settle and go for, where you at? Where is Eloy? Where is the Revival Frieza? Because he actually provides support. He actually provides healing, I believe. Yeah. So I'll put in this Frieza. Oops. Let me exit this out. Put this Frieza in here. Then after that, you could put this purple Frieza for support. You could definitely do that. Or you can go and put in this Mecha Frieza here, which is nice. Let's take a look at the yellows. We have no greens either. So if you're looking for a green unit, I think Raditz is fine. Let me actually take his Z ability. His Z ability does Saiyans and Saiyan Sagas. But I still feel like he's a perfect fit for the team. Next, let's take him out. Purple. We already have a purple. Let's actually put him there. So we have red, we have blues. We need a yellow. Let me see if there's a strong yellow in here that you can actually find. I think this Ginyu is actually pretty solid. Frieza Force. You know, you're gonna rock him on a full Frieza Force team, so you can definitely rock Ginyu there. Yellow, you have blues, you have reds, you have purples. So I guess we can probably find. Let's actually look at the S tier. Let's see if there's any strong S tier units. Nappa's actually a pretty good blue. Does he buff Frieza Force? He does buff Frieza Force. Nice blue. He does give debuffs too. So I feel like he's actually a pretty solid yellow unit. I mean, a blue unit in here. So you're gonna add some like Nappa in here on the team as well. So something like this, for example, you could really build off the Z tier units for Frieza Force. They have so many units you can go off of. So I think the best Z tier units are these 2. Then you can kind of just funnel in the B tiers, the S tiers, the A tiers, and get like a team like this. For example, if you don't have Mecha Frieza, then I'll probably just play it safe and put in, where you at? And put in this purple Frieza here, because he just provides support with the team. Pretty solid. If you don't have the highest form of Nappa, you guys can rock this Broly and Chilai, because over time heals stuff by 10% and ramps up each turn, which is really good. So there's just a lot of units you can use for Frieza Force, and they just have too, like bro, like look at the S tier units, bro. They have what, 15 here, and then they have like over 20 here. They have 16 here. So that's just the amount of flexibility you have with Frieza Force. So this is kind of like an example of a team, for example, I keep saying for example, but just build a team. You have lots of healing. You have lots of just support damage. Team cooks. So that's pretty much it with Frieza Force. Let's hop into the next team. Alright, so for this next team, we're actually going to do androids, bro. I feel like androids do have some pretty solid units in like A and S tier that I've actually seen that I actually want to go and kind of like build up for you guys. So let's actually take a look. So let's take out all these units here. And the first unit that we definitely want to put is this yellow Cell, because he does have a Zenkai. We don't know how good he is, but the fact that he has a Zenkai with updated stats, I feel like he should be able to perform well. And since he's on androids, his Z ability does help the androids team. And if you check here, at the end of third turn, he heals his allied androids by 3. So he's basically healing everybody by 3%, which is pretty solid. It's a really nice kit, really nice ability, just survivability. Next here, this red EX-17 is really solid. You guys take a look at his kit. He actually ramps up over time. He does a ton of, look at his high key recovery, this high damage. Nice. And if you were to pick another unit here, I probably might go with this green 16 because he's just a straight up wall. He's just a nice wall for the team. He's just able to just cover chains off the strikes. And like I said, with the amount of healing that he has from these certain units that you apply on him, he can kind of just be in the game forever. So let's go to the 8th units. Next, after this, you guys could go with this green 18. Green 18 does buff girls HP, unfortunately, but she heals herself by 10% at the end of the first turn. So the amount of healing she's able to have survivability. She's able to have some nice damage inflicted buffs as well from herself, so she's able to hit hard. Next, after that, I'll put in this red 18. The red 18 is pretty solid. Biggest thing is hers is really her healing. I think that's her best ability is her healing. So you have a green unit to protect her from those blues that she faces. You have 2 green units here, so that's really nice. Then I'll actually go down to the B tier, and I actually put in Gamma 2. I like Gamma 2 because you guys see here, supports. He heals his allies in range. He gets critical rate. He gets special move gauge. I feel like he's a great unit to have just because he does everything around him. So I actually don't even mind rocking him on this team. Now next, you do definitely need a purple. You definitely need a purple, so let's go to A tier. I actually seen a purple in S tier that actually was pretty interesting in. Where are you at? No. Where are you at? You might have to go to C tier. Might have to go to C tier here and put in purple 21. I feel like that's the person I'm probably the most comfortable with the purples. I'm not really too interested in this 17 like that. I think he's okay. Maybe actually put in this 17. Let's actually put 17 in there. Yeah, I actually like him. He actually damage inflicted. You guys see that up to like, you get up to 30. What high key, 60 key recovery. Then over here you pops the green card. Then he gets minus damage. You could put in purple 17, but if you want to be more confident in your purple, then I'll go with purple 21. So purple 21. Then next we have what, yellows. We have 2 reds. We have 2 greens. So let's actually find one last unit. Now you can go with yellow 18. You can go with the Zenkai 18. Me personally, let's go to this S tier. And I think this guy's actually not that bad. You were able to get 65. No, you were able to get 40 damage here. So I'll probably rock something like this. Make sure you have him at friendship rate 10. Some setup like this. Another unit you guys can look for a replacement for him is yellow 18. Another unit that you guys can use as well. It's probably those 2 units. You guys can go to the B tier and find someone else better. But like I said, you really want to not make sure you have too many low tier units. So I'll probably go with yellow 18 just to make sure you don't have too many units in B tier and C tiers and all that good stuff. So if you do want to drag someone down here, you guys can pick any of these units. All of them are pretty solid. So probably some type of setup like this for androids. Lots of healing from everybody. They all can heal themselves. They do their thing. So that's where it with androids. Let's hop into, I think I have 2 more, maybe 2 more or 1 more. So let me check my notes and then I'll catch you guys later. Okay, so for the last team, we're actually gonna do Saiyans, bro. Saiyans, there's a lot of like Frieza Force Saiyans, and then there's a lot of movie Saiyans. So there's a lot of Saiyans that's in the Z tier spots that you guys can kind of build. If you guys see here, we actually got some solid ones here, but I feel like they have a lot of good S Saiyans. So if I was to pick a Z tier Saiyan, like I said, I'm actually gonna go with this guy here. I think he's probably the best, just because just the amount of damage here. Now the only thing that hurts him is he wants to be paired with Ginyu and Frieza Force. So he's gonna take a hit on some of his damage depending on how you build your Saiyans. So if you have a lot of Frieza Force Saiyans, then he's gonna thrive better. But if you have a lot of just typical normal Saiyans, then he's not gonna go as crazy. But I think he's just the best Z tier Saiyan in here. Not gonna lie to you. So I actually will still rock him still. Now let's go to the S tier. And I feel like the S tier is where they have a lot of the good Saiyans, pretty solid Saiyans. So you guys have Green Baby Vegeta. He heals himself by 30. He gives support buffs to allies in range, so you guys can add him there. Then after oops. Oh, okay. I was like, why is he not there? Okay, yeah, him. Then after that, Blue Nap was really solid. 70 damage, high damage. Then he gives debuffs to the allies if they're supporting defensive type. So I definitely will put Blue Nap in there. After that, now, do we have, where's the, yeah. So I'll actually put in this Goku. The reason why I like this Goku is because if you see the bottom line, start a second tier, allies in range, he heals them by 5 and damage inflicted buffs. So you guys can have this unit here, which is really nice. I also like this red EX Turles because you guys check here, his third turn heals him out by 10, and even if he's facing all these certain units, he has debuffs here, debuffs here. If he's facing good saiyans, he gets extra damage. So I really like this unit in general. Pretty solid EX unit. Now after this, you got some good S tiers. You got a lot. You got 4 S tiers. Then you got a Z tier unit. So then you guys can kind of go to like the A tier and get a lot of like more powerful units. So for example, I'll actually go and get this unit. Let's go to the B tier. I think Yellow Halo Vegeta. Where are you at? Yeah. The reason why I'll get him, you guys see here, restores 3% of your allies in range. So I think everyone, all his allies are going to get damage inflicted buffs, cancel downgrades, and heal himself by 3%. So must-have unit. I feel not a. I mean, I wouldn't say a must-have, but he's a really good Saiyan unit to have. So just the amount of S tiers and Z tier units you guys have here, you guys can definitely put him on there. Now we have yellows, we have greens, so we kind of just need to find a purple, a really nice purple. Now you guys can definitely rock this guy here, but let's go to the A tier. Let's see if there's any good purple that kind of like sticks out for me. I don't see any purples here that kind of piques my interest. This guy's alright. Ooh, hold on. 7% when he receives an attack. Wow, that's actually not bad. I'm actually gonna put that Vegeta on there. That Vegeta's actually not bad right there. Shoot, put him there. If you guys don't like that Vegeta, you guys can definitely go with this Zenkai Turles because he heals himself by 5% at the end of turn, does extra key recovery, damage inflicted buffs, and then extra damage to Saiyans and Sunfan, which you face them all the time. So if you guys don't like this Vegeta, you guys can definitely rock this Turles there, just because he's an S tier boost. And then for your last unit, let's actually go to B tier, see if there's any powerful units that we can book. We can add in the blue here. I'm trying to see what he buffs. He buffs Frieza Force, right? He buffs Frieza Force. So Turles, this Goku. You can rock this Broly. Yeah, you can rock this Broly. There's a good amount of Frieza Force units here. There's probably what, 4 of them that's Frieza Force, 5 of them that's Frieza Force. And then you have, what else did he buff? And then movies too. So yeah, he buffs 4 of them, 5 of them including himself. And I think that's not bad. You have lots of healing on this team. He heals, and you have he heals. You have this guy that's healing. You got this guy that heals. You got this guy that heals. And you got this guy that heals. So this team just has lots of healing, which is really nice. And then, like I said, if you guys don't want this pro list, you guys can rock this guy. This guy here. Every time he gets hit twice per match, that's actually pretty cracked. So you guys can definitely rock him for just healing. This is insane. I didn't even know that, but that's actually pretty nice. So he's kind of a unit that he wants to get hit a lot. So that's pretty much it with the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are gonna rock. You guys know I'm gonna rock regen. I'm gonna definitely test out that yellow EX first form cell to see how he performs. Instead of LegendsNEWZ, I feel like he has higher stats. He should be able to perform better. I just gotta make sure I get him to Zenkai 10. I mean, not Zenkai 10, Friendship rank 10, so he can perform the best that he can. But yeah, that's pretty much it with this video. If you guys enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, and girl, man, I'm out. Peace.